Okay, today I'm going to be putting light bulbs in my vacuum chamber. So most light bulbs, they're under vacuum already, and sometimes they're filled with an inert gas. So the reason they have that is so that the filament doesn't burn out, so it doesn't oxidize and burn. So I don't know what the pressure is inside of these light bulbs. I'm going to rig up a way to have them turned on inside the vacuum chamber and see if with that extra heat, the pressure inside will increase enough to make them explode. And then if all else fails, I'll just crush them in my hydraulic press. So the hard part is now is trying to get a way to give them power inside the vacuum chamber. So what I've done here is I've just stuck 2 leads into my socket here. So this is my live wire and this is my neutral wire here. And then I've attached them to the gas inlet and outlets here and also the pressure gauge back here. And the reason I did that is because on the inside, you can see that these are 2 connections that conveniently go into the vacuum chamber that are already sealed. And so I've just connected to those. And then I have the live wire and my neutral wire connected to my plug in here. Should be able to turn my light bulb on. And if for some reason any of you ever end up doing this at home, remember that when you turn on the light bulb, don't touch either of these. Okay, light bulb turned on in a vacuum chamber. Let's get our light bulb on. Hopefully we don't electrocute ourselves. Oh, there it goes. Okay, and let's start pumping down our chamber. 3, 2, 1. Still not breaking. Okay, we're nearly at full vacuum and the light bulb's holding up just fine. Alright, so it doesn't look like this one's gonna be breaking. Let's try our other one. Okay, so I have our other bulb in here now. This is an incandescent bulb, so it actually has a filament in there that's heating up, that's making the light. One thing I have to remember is that when they're under full vacuum, they're actually getting really hot. I could tell when I took the last one out because there's no air to carry away the heat. And so it's got really hot in that short amount of time it was in there. So I think eventually if I left it in there, it ought to break or melt the plastic or something in here. Turn it on. Pump it down. Like it's holding up just fine. We're almost at full vacuum. Not sure this is gonna break. Okay, nothing's happening. Let's shut it off. Put it in the air. So I think you'd be okay using light bulbs in space, but the real problem you would run into is that they get extremely hot because there's no air to dissipate the heat from them. Okay, light bulb in a hydraulic press. I'm pretty sure that this will break it. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Whoa, do you hear all that cracking? Okay, there's the filament that didn't burn out because it was under a vacuum. So when it broke, you heard that loud pop. That's because it was under vacuum a little bit. And so that was the rush of air into the light bulb. Pretty cool. We finally broke our light bulb, but not in a vacuum chamber. Hey, thanks for watching another episode. If you haven't subscribed yet, remember to hit that subscribe button, and you can give me suggestions for what you'd like to see crushed in the hydraulic press or in my vacuum chamber, and we'll see you next time.